about feedback. I was just having a text conversation with someone about growth and development and change. And she was sharing how she's having an experience where someone she's close to is a black and white thinker, cannot access the gray. And how sad it is because it has consequences within the relationship, right? It has implications. You can't be as connected, can't be as close, or just, it's hard, right? It's hard to be in constant resistance and battle, and some would say drama, because a person is fixed where they are. And so as she shared that, I began to think about how, dare I say, most people are not actively in pursuit of being, quote unquote, better. They're not actively in pursuit of growth and change and evolution and self-mastery or any of those things. They sort of happen upon change by way of a lot of trial and error or toxic behavior, or probably many losses and contentions, and how those things can help people change. But I mean, do we have to have all these losses? Must we be in the upheaval and the uproar in order to grow and change? And then I thought about feedback. So many people are not aware of how they're moving through the world because no one is giving feedback. No one, little big word. Of course, there are people who do. I'm one of them. And you know what, and what I know about that is it doesn't always land with people because not everyone wants to know. And if we are people who do not want to know truths, do not want a mirror placed in front of our faces to reflect back the good and the things that could use our attention, if we're those people, how are we growing? If we don't want to hear the truth, how are we growing? And then how are we actually affecting people's lives? Because we're living in the blind spots. We're living in, this bubble of all must be well because no one is saying anything. It takes a strong person to be able to say something. And it actually takes a person of boundaries to be able to provide feedback. A person who's your friend. And the great majority of people probably do not feel comfortable providing feedback because people don't want to hear it. And then the response, the defense, the name calling, the blame, the whatever that is, the reaction. No one wants to deal with that reaction. And so we don't say things to people. And then they get to carry on. When I think back in, past relationships, I guarantee you I can point to things that I've done or how I said it, unconsciously so. Of course, not like intentionally, but hindsight, I can go, I could see how that would have been upsetting. Wow, why didn't she just say, ouch? Why not vocalize your upset? Why not vocalize your dissatisfaction? Why not vocalize your feelings? Because if the goal is to be together, if the goal is to be in this friendship, in this sibling relationship, in this intimate relationship, whatever the ship is in which we are relating, if the goal is to stay connected, isn't it our responsibility to say the things? Otherwise, we put them in a backpack and we carry it around as resentment, and it just overflows and spews out into all of the things, and now it's over. What's our responsibility? We have to say the thing. It is our responsibility to respond to the person in front of us from an authentic and real place. And if I step on your foot, ouch, seems appropriate to me. Doesn't it? So if I unintentionally hurt your feelings, please say something, right? But feedback. Everyone's trying not to rock the boat. Oh, I don't want to be confrontational. Oh, I don't want to hurt the other person. Oh, but what about you? If you don't tell a person what is, share with them what you need, how you feel, what you think, you're not going to get your needs met. And then you're going to move through life feeling like no one cares. But the truth is, you're the one person who needs to care the most, and so much so that you actually say the things that need to be said. And whatever response or reaction you get, that becomes what? Information. So if you express a tenderness and a person was like, well, I don't really care, or you, whatever, if they ghost you, whatever the situation, and again, whatever the relationship, friendship, whatever ship within which you're relating, right? If the response is not on the path, then that's information for you to make decisions. You can see that person clearly. Did they hold you at your place? Did they meet you there? Did they seek to understand? Or did they react in such a way that, woo, that's information. Especially if you express, they react, and you share more and they continue to remain. That's information. So this text conversation that I've been having with her, it's gotten me to think about feedback and how important it is to give it and how important it is to be able to receive it. We also need to consider the source. Because not everybody is on the path and someone with whom we should be truly listening to. Right? So there's that. And it's like the Buddha said, don't take what I have said to you at face value. Don't just believe it because I said it. But investigate it. Try it out in your own life and see if it's true. Allow for that doubt. Go out there and apply it and see. Determine for yourself if it's real. That's your answer. But don't just believe it to be so because I said it. Practice it. It's like I'm so confident in this thing here that I'm saying that just try it on. Just practice it and you'll know. Feedback. We have to be confident enough in ourselves to offer it, and confident enough in ourselves to receive it, and curious enough about the situation or the ship inside of which we are relating to be curious and questioning and asking and exploring and inquiring to understand it. Why? Because you want to grow it forward. So yes to feedback, and just looking at it and being with it and seeing where we are. Who are you with feedback? Where did you learn about feedback? Were you able to exercise it? Did anyone model that? Are you comfortable receiving it? Giving it? And how do you give it? Is it from a vulnerable place? Or a place of protection? Because I can be both ways, right? I can express something from a vulnerable place, and in moments I can express something from a protective place, depending. But self-awareness is important. And then the feedback that you receive is important. So let's look at feedback and where we are with it. How can we hone it, practice it, see it as a gift to our growth and healing and expansion, our investment in the ship inside of which we are relating, right? I'm feeling that. Yes. So thank you. I appreciate you for listening and being with me. You know, I dig you like an old soul record. It's because of you that I am here in this moment. So come back around. Spend more time with me. Share. Yeah, tell a friend. Until then.